yesua bibi edi fimu ekwan a aya ye fa so treating crofo ya omo akọ ahoyehie mu anase ahokyire mu sometimes aya na ha dwen yi pa na ye ba be hwɛ sa video wi na ye nyina ye de atu ye hofo na mi bie enisu kakra bi de a kyerɛw video na ba be hwɛ no eye osikani bi pa odefo pa or lots of businesses ewo Mexico na papa na bobra ma empempenso a wadu no wadu ni mpanin fie so and unfortunately the doctors e ka kire ne say wanya cancer na say de didi ko ni mu no de na che say owo some few yikakra years to live na nche bia no obefia atiasefo asase so na papa no ye kira top class restaurants akese pa wo Mexico wo de ne dia now we say those escafo no mo bie business no yenye hai na dia I so obi ani mo bi adwuma sometimes CEO nankasa crowd you might not even know him in person but na oye adwuma e de ma no papa yi abobra a hwe nwuma a waye na wo managers da no mu na egbo adwuma ma no ne ade oye na adwen se ne sa na tie de a obefi krom na ahwe ne hyebrem kakra ti ase watu kwan akwama no ne na we na osan back into oba and he was thinking say hey enti me business is na e won Mexico here me bewudi agya hoyi me so me rija me ache mini babia me de adwuma agya no mini obi a me de adwuma agya no enti managers here da companies ya no yi se me wu na mini wa anye bia no say no be run business no na obra be no de bebo metimi enye obi oye trustworthy metimi enye obi oni papa a obetimi de eso faso no aboa adasa na nka me de adwuma na hye ne nsa na the man was thinking abusu etie ni yo enti papa no fa adwen say obeye ne ho say oye homeless person na wa visit in a restaurant ni bi na wa hwe how people will react to him upon seeing him at his own restaurant. Enti African for video no too so.
A hotel owner visited his restaurant dressed as a homeless person. What happens next will shock you. An owner visited his restaurant dressed as a homeless person. How he was treated made him cry.
A hotel owner visited his
Alexander
restaurant
was 70-year-old man who owned many restaurants in Mexico.
An
He
owner
was
visited
recently
his restaurant
diagnosed with
dressed
lung
as a
cancer.
homeless person.
He had only
How
a
he
few
was
months
treated
left
made
in
him
his
cry.
hand.
Alexander
wife
was
and
70-year-old man who owned
Alexander
many restaurants
spent
in
most of
Mexico.
his life outside the country.
He was recently diagnosed
He
with
had
lung
never
cancer.
visited his restaurants in
He
years.
had only a few months left
so
in his hand.
he decided to experiment
with no wife and kids
to see how people are treated
Alexander
at his
spent
restaurant.
most of his life outside the
Alexander
country.
dressed up as a homeless
He had
person
never visited his restaurants
and
in
visited
years.
his fancy restaurants
So
one by
he
one.
decided to experiment.
He first visited
to
his
see how
restaurant
people are
that is
treated
known
at his
across the
restaurant.
entire country.
Alexander dressed
soon
up
as
as a
he entered
homeless
the door,
person
The
and
manager
visited his
rushed
fancy
towards
restaurants
him fuming.
one by one.
The manager told
He first
Alexander
visited his
to leave the
restaurant
premises
that is known
immediately.
across the entire country.
Alexander requested
As
that he
soon
was
as
hungry
he entered the door,
and hadn't eaten for days.
the manager rushed towards
The
him
manager
fuming.
said,
The manager
"First
told
go take a
Alexander
shower
to leave
and
the
then wear
premises
some decent
immediately.
clothes.
Alexander
Maybe then
requested
we will
that he
let
was
you
hungry
stand outside
and
our
hadn't eaten
restaurant
for days.
and let
The
you watch
manager
our
said,
clients eat."
First go take
Alexander
a shower
couldn't
and then
believe
wear some
how
decent
heartless
clothes.
his own employees were.
Maybe then we will let
This
you
wasn't
stand
the
outside
end.
our restaurant.
Alexander went
And
to
let
his
you
second
watch our
restaurant
clients eat.
that was in a shopping mall.
Alexander couldn't
He was
believe how
treated in the
heartless his
same
own
way there.
employees were.
The manager
This
of
wasn't
that
the
restaurant
end.
told Alexander to
Alexander
go away.
went to his second restaurant
Alexander
that was in
didn't
a
get
shopping
out of
mall.
the restaurant.
He was treatment
Instead,
in the same way
he waited
there.
to see if other
The
employees
manager
would come
of that
forward to
restaurant
help
told
him.
Alexander to go
But
away.
no one came to defend
Alexander
him.
didn't get out of the
chef
restaurant.
came out and screamed.
Instead, he waited
you
to
are
see if
hungry,
other
you can
employees
go
would come
behind the
forward to help
restaurant.
him.
I
but
just
no
threw
one
out
came to
yesterday's
defend him.
leftovers.
The chef
It would
came
be the
out and
best meal of
screamed,
your life.
"If you are
Alexander
hungry, you can
couldn't
go
believe
behind
what
the
he was
restaurant.
facing.
I
Is
just
this
threw
how
out
his
yesterday's
restaurants treated
leftovers.
people?
It would be the best meal of your life." Alexander couldn't believe what he was facing. Is this how his restaurants treated people? He went to his third restaurant. It was the least expensive restaurant that he owned. He went there hoping, maybe this one will treat him nice. But he was wrong. Before he could even enter the restaurant, a waitress came forward to stop him. "Where are you going? You hobo." "That's right." The waitress called Alexander a hobo and kicked him out. Alexander demanded to call the manager. The manager came out. Alexander told the manager, "I'm an old friend of the owner. Call him, he'll recognize me. I used to sit with him and eat together. I just lost my business in a tragedy. I haven't eaten for days." The manager replied, "I am the owner of this restaurant, get out as I said." Alexander was pushed out of the restaurant. He had seen enough of it. He went towards the fourth restaurant, which was nearby. He was sure that this one will treat them in the same way. When he entered the restaurant, the manager came and said, "Hello, sir, how may I help you?" Alexander said, "I haven't eaten anything for days. I was kicked out of every restaurant here like a stray dog." The manager said, "I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Wait outside for some time while we prepare your table." Alexander stood out for an hour, but no one came. Was he just kicked out of the restaurant politely? Alexander was about to leave the place. That's when the manager asked me out and called him in. Alexander went inside and saw that there was a table in the corner. It was filled with food. The manager had prepared the table for Alexander personally. The bill was on the manager himself. After eating, Alexander asked, "All the restaurants kicked me out. What made you help me?" The manager replied, "I was a businessman once, but last year I met with an accident. I sold everything to save my wife. I was bankrupt and on roads when this restaurant took me in. Just like you, I came hungry here one day. And I was given a job here by the former manager. I learned from him how to treat people." Alexander asked for his name. The manager's name was Sergio. Alexander revealed his true identity after that. You won't believe what happened next. Alexander fired all the employees of the first 3 restaurants. He made Sergio the CEO of his chain business. All the employees that worked under Sergio were promoted as managers of the other restaurants. Alexander knew he had only few years to live. He wanted to live it with people who were kind and humble.
All right. So that is the video now na make an wasem. Ayareho. Say obi a onwa bi onwa ne restaurant. Different top class restaurant onwa bi o. As a business person, na aka enaka krana because of yare nti obewu afi atiasefo asaso so. Na oni obi odi adwuma ne beja no. And then something just came in mind, say, "Onko ne restaurants no nhwe how they treat people at the various businesses." Now address here and what to say or you be or you homeless person and hungry at the same time. On one restaurant, the first one that he entered, omo ka chenso nko gina bontin. Opa omo cho say come den come pe bibi kakra manini. Omo so there bi odi gina bontin. Se be ya di kan ko pe nsu bi dwa na e kamansa. and we bet me am waging any more na amount food did I wash your na so by inside the house idea. Oh, Charlie, such a heartbreaking comment. Second restaurant, the same thing happened. They threw him out. The third one cried there. Just say they turned on cried there. Too bad. And someone can add the train on top. On cry, he went further to even tell the manager no our restaurant is onim onana restaurant ne ne dia o na dan for pa na one na hwibo mu pa enti e be yanka on frɛ company ni wura no no ne nkasa no frɛ company ni wura na company ni wura no betimi na kasa no wa allow no na wa ma na aduane adi hoping say nka manager no be make attempt to call na no kra no anka call na ba ono ane wono hu say say ono ane wa hye dan ne hu sa the manager said no and he was sacked, he was kicked out until the last restaurant no and all call no manager no or just say they wanted waitress no muhu na no person mo pam no mane ko. And to his surprise, the manager of that particular restaurant no came to him. No bisa no so we accommodate no team ko be man bibia no so okay wait I'm coming. When you say be the same one because third one they see and they me akra and can wan me dey before because omo catch and say onko restaurant no afichiri ho no na enra aduane left over ni bi no mo akohwe agu emu tisi entie bi a ebetimi abo na look at that. But this last manager no eti na sem ye also on twen no eno kra na ni gidi asa. But to his surprise no and a manager no ko set table bi okona bi de ma ono nko a edi nuane gu so shepe edi ma no manager na na set table no and odi ne bet na ho emu didi. And the manager told him say ono atu account the bill is on the manager into only did not feel good nko. That was when he called that manager no bisa and say I've been to other restaurant nina baby ameko bia ye pam me how come say unkwa de me buy wo hu me mobo na wa ma me aduane adi e na manager ne kan na asem che ne say emi bia besin ko na me businessman me nya terrible accident I had to sell everything just to save my wife's life and afterwards me call bankrupt na me ni hwe na dakro ena me so te say situation yai komo de me na me best aduane di na omo ma me aduane di it was through that and am di nya adwuma ye and am atimi di awo adwuma mu a de arise na ma ba be manager e wo say adwuma we iti ya na me kai sa papa ye na me so me hu obi a me so me pese me yi oni kro no papa ena mani bisa ne say manager e frɛ o sen ena oboni din kire no tie wa no so boni din kire no Alexander say me and I'm the owner of this business. Obobo other ones na kanewo Mexico City woni nyina edition afina manager no hwadwo. Say de wa yenti. I am going to make you the CEO of businesses ni nyina ona obehwe nyina so me din na ehye wonsa. Na workers no mo ye adwuma under you no. Omo nyina so no you be more positions almost on tiki managerial or other places ni na and okoyi all the other managers ni na di and workers ni na from the other restaurant ni na same ni na say open crowd with good heart enipa wa komapa na ordinary adwuma no agya won ye kan we be gina obabi obeka say na sen crowd de mo adwuma na omo ye so mo de restaurant ya yesem krofo meti di ono mu tues kampanko na obi aba no so oni ska na yese restaurant ni be good abi enye da bia no obi aba ba say mama ma aduane ni free but sometimes even if you don't want to help the person that's the point no how you treat them obi betimi abesra de wo nchen but unya bi moni krono but e kwan a obefa so ene onipa akona kasa a convince you nipa akona manate ne ho ase ne wakono even when the person is leaving when the person is going now just say oni hu adwenboni bi ana say o tene ho ase ene wako but so betimi apampam nipa say akoko Now betimi aka kire obi say yentimi mmoa mo aduane but say ope bi adidi a ene afachire ho ba bi eto ball no gunu na enuane left over de na enre kai no obetimi akodi bi. Charlie, it means that unni timama nipa abadaye de abadaye bi niumu. So he was looking for people omwatima nipa wa abadaye nipa wo nipa ho do. Not the adwuma na hye omo sa. Enye se wenye bia bro so nko na utimi ya doye ana utimi boa obi. Like I said, obi pemwa wo nche na untimi mwa wo nipa na. How you communicate with that person. Kwanya wo fa so a uni onipa no ekasa. To even drive them away in a crowd. It matters a lot. Obi betimi aka asem na numu asem no kwa no che say wankasa kwa betina se kwa ma bekas oh okay you we dem atime dase pa won say sometimes you timi ko ba bi ko pe bibi ade no nsa anka but ekwan e be fa so e be handle no you can even thank the person after the nipa na explain it to you no you understand the person's situation tinu odanase and then you go. But elsewhere said the be jojo ni said the be ya no ntino o kokra na udi ya o akomam e na de afi o de akọ. Let us be human. Yes. Yenye ye niema se nipa. Toda ya na ate afaso. Na nyame be hirae. Abrante said you wa na anwen enei ono ene ba be dane CEO. Papa dane nwuma nyina de ahye nsa. Just a little act of kindness nti. One baby e de akopie. And so ebia na other managers na all the other restaurant ni na no kra no anke ban pad obetimi handle adwuma ni ye qualification wise hard work ni ade maybe they might all be way above Sergio, but just a little act of kindness Sergio yenti. Look at his position now. Onim se adwuma no enye ne dia. It wankase papa no enye aduane ni nimko free because me na me magadi also no I am paying for your bill, and he actually paid for the one that he saved the man with from his pocket. That is the point. Timu amoye say na restaurant wanye say emfanye adoye wanye say he paid for it. The manager actually paid for the food he served the CEO. Ewa brand no nim so na the CEO na we discuss no za. So take note of that. I mean, sure, I don't kind of know who I'm about. Na edu baby a omi hu say yin nanso ye nipa na yenya doye kakra na eno so ebetimi aboa ye charlatan se wunya atri dia na malaria aya pibi achi akwaya ne such that nkola ne panin na atimi numbi na onom charlatan it is expected say